Hey guys, welcome back to our channel once again. Kenroy here, and of course I'm joined with my lovely wife Sapphire, and today we're going to be going to a video which really means a lot to us, and it's something that we thought we'd really share with you, because the reality is that a lot of people struggle this time of the year when it comes to shopping for gifts for their family and loved ones. And so today we're going to be sharing our experience and some hopefully useful tips that you can use in order to save yourself hundreds of pounds each year. Now, if you're new to this channel guys, please hit that subscribe button, and I hope that the content that we're sharing here will be beneficial to you. And if you're returning, I want to say a huge thank you. We're almost at the end of the year guys, and what a journey it's been. Thank you so much for sticking around, for all your support, and I hope that as we go into this holiday period that you'll be well along with your family.
So as Kenroy mentioned earlier, it is the time for giving. It's Christmas time. You may or may not celebrate Christmas, but one thing that I know is that if you have children, you always want to give them a gift, or they might come to you with a gift list.
I mean a list. With a
list. So this year, we had a wish list that came up to £195.64. What if I were to tell you that we got all those gifts for a whopping £33.40? Don't believe me? Well, we'll definitely be sharing you our tips of how we managed to get all those gifts at such a reduced cost.
Now of course guys, you know that on our channel here we always try our best to share some of our tips and experiences on how we actually save money through doing everyday tasks such as shopping, or whether it's buying things online. However we can help you to save money, which will hopefully better your family and help you to achieve your dreams. So like Sapphire said earlier on, we're going to be sharing with you how we were able to get our shopping bill from £195 all the way down to just under £34. And this is something which is not a secret, it's just a different way of thinking. And the reality is that I think that, you know, doing your shopping, your Christmas shopping like this, you know, your gift giving is actually a really sustainable thing to do. Not only does it help our environment, but it also helps to build community as well, as we'll share with you in just a moment. Now, we were able to do this by doing something that is very easy, and to be honest, maybe you already do this already, but how about trying to do it on a larger scale? And that is, we bought things second hand. Now in other words, we were doing things really thrifty by buying things which other people who have used and lovingly looked after but no longer needed them, so we decided to step in and take them off their hands for a reduced rate.
So as you said Kenroy, we are repurposing the use of pre-loved items.
I like that.
But for me, hand on heart, it has taken me a little while to get to the stage of reusing things which people have used before. But Kenroy, is it weird to gift second-hand items?
I think it definitely, to most people, it will seem really weird, right? To actually get an item from somebody as a gift that has been used. And I think the sort of thought behind it is that you didn't care enough to go out and spend your hard-earned cash paying, you know, a premium to buy a brand new item to give to me. So in other words, you don't love me or you don't care about me. And I think that's the stigma that's attached to it, when in reality that shouldn't be the case. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, we should never give a brand new gift. Of course not, that's not the point. But the point is, when you're thinking about it in a holistic sense, you know, if there is an instance where you can give pre-owned items to a friend, a loved one, or a family member, or your children, you know, you shouldn't be feeling bad about doing so. So I don't believe it's an issue with giving a pre-owned item to someone as a gift, because, you know, there are wonderful gifts out there which we're going to show you guys in just a minute. So it is different, it does take some getting used to, but after doing it once, I kid you not, you'll think, why have I not been doing this all along, honestly. You can then, you know, if you buy something used, you can always wrap it nicely, have a nice note in there, you know, repackage it almost, so that whoever you're gifting it to, they can feel that love coming through the gift. And I honestly don't think they'll mind, as long as it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, like some things look as good as new, and I guess it wouldn't be every item that you would buy second-hand, but there are certain things, like for us, toys for the children, which, you know, honestly, some of them are absolutely brand new, even in the box. So I wouldn't say it goes for every gift or for every item that you would want to get, but there are certain things that, you know, it won't really be much of a difference.
And especially if you are you know, in a family where finances might be limited, you know, it is a fantastic way for you to save money. I really don't think it's a bad idea or it's weird to give gifts which are, you know, pre-owned to somebody, because I really do think that it has incredible benefits.
So Kenron, what has our experience been so far purchasing second-hand items?
Well, I mean, it's been good for the most part, because not only do we purchase second-hand items, we also sell items second-hand.
True.
And I think that's where this community is really at its best, is that we're not only consuming from others, but we're also being the persons who are distributing these items. So when we're finished with items, I mean, I could show you my Facebook Marketplace page where I've sold so many things in the past couple of months, from furniture to gadgets. Even yesterday somebody came and picked up my old PC monitor, which, by the way, I've had for around 10 years. I remember buying that monitor before we even got married. I was still living at home, and you know, I've been using this thing, looking after it. It was my pride and joy then, at around £150, which was a lot of money for me then. After using it for so many years, I'm no longer in need of it. I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and somebody came to my house yesterday with £40, and now they've got a monitor that they need, and I've got £40 which I can then put towards something else that my family needs. And so this is what we're talking about. So in terms of my experience, it's been really positive. You know, of course you're gonna have people who might mess around and, you know, not be genuine and sincere, but, you know, just do your due diligence, ask the right questions, be safe, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. And but overall it's been brilliant. I can't complain.
No, I found it hard. I guess I'm not as much of an online shopper as Kenway is, so I'm more like the charity shop. So at first I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I went first with my mum. We have an Age UK very close nearby us, and one of our neighbours works there as well, and I always admire her outfits, and she goes, oh, they're from the charity shop, and she was just buzzing on and on about it. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to charity shop.
Yeah, somebody else's smelly old clothes.
I was totally blown away. There were really good quality stuff there at amazing value. I honestly couldn't believe it, and this was whilst I was on maternity, so I had a fair bit of time and not a lot of cash. And my mum, she always raves on about it. And I'm definitely sold on firstly going to the charity shop if I know I want something first before going out to purchase it full price. And now Kenra has sort of opened the world of Facebook Market up to me.
Honestly, Facebook Marketplace is, I used to use Spock. You remember back in the day, it used to be Gumtree.
That was your mum. Your mum was the first.
Mum was the first one to be on Spock. Gumtree is kind of, nobody really uses that anymore. So now Facebook Marketplace is literally taking over, and anything I don't need in the house, I just go on there, see what they're selling for.
And you even get things free as well.
Oh, that's for another video. I've got furniture for free. It's just incredible, and it really does make a big difference, because like I said, whatever money you save today, you'll be able to spend it on something else that you'll need tomorrow, and you know there's always a need just around the corner. So I think a lot of people, I think the biggest obstacle that people find with used stuff is
your own pride.
Is your pride. And if you're going to be using like a personal item, where like clothes, where you think, you know, somebody's been wearing this, but we've bought clothes second hand, and it's nothing that some good detergent and a nice,
got compliments on them as well.
and a nice, you know, wash at 60 degrees or 90 degrees or whatever won't solve. And trust me, once you do that and you figure out, you know, do you want to spend £40 on a t-shirt where you can get probably like 10 of them for the same price or less? You know, the point of the matter is, don't spend money when you don't need to, especially when you're thinking about toys for children. It's a fantastic way for you to make some savings.
And then one thing that I've also noticed is not just thinking of yourself, who is the end user of the product, but where the sort of money or the funds are going to help. So at Age UK, you know, it's going on to help elderly people or less fortunate individuals. We also have the New Start furniture shop, which was a godsend when we just moved. So I would say moving out of Mum's place and then being on our own and really having to watch that expenditure and income value has really caused us to shop around
100%.
and be money wise. But the New Start project, that helps. Is it like rough sleepers and people who are homeless and vulnerable? So having that in the back of my mind, I think, has also helped to motivate me in not just thinking of, oh, but I could go into the shop and buy. And when we go there, I always love to have a little chat with the individuals there, and they're just so happy for our custom as well. So it's a win-win.
Absolutely.
So the only tip I would give for buying secondhand is to purchase in advance. So say you've got a birthday coming up, so like Naomi's birthday or Christmas or whenever you know, an anniversary. You know, don't wait until the last minute to purchase. When you have time and you know what you want in advance, just search for it, have a look. If the price is right, buy it and put it down, because you can't guarantee that it will be around nearer the date. So I guess shopping in advance is a key thing to buying pre-loved items.
I like that. Okay guys, so as the thumbnail promised, we are going to be showing you guys in advance what we actually got for our girls. Now, you know, buying gifts for children is always a fun thing to do, and especially when you know you can save yourself a lot of money, it becomes even more fun. Honestly, when you see some of the prices that we got these stuff for, and you'll also see the quality in that. Is the only thing we needed to do was to get batteries,
anti-back wipes,
anti-back wipes,
sanitized,
to make sure that we clean them down. I mean, they were in pretty good condition.
Yeah, they were.
But you know, you just got to clean them up nicely.
So Abigail absolutely loves mobiles, locked up. So she wants to work from home with me. So we were thinking, oh, I'd love to get her a phone. Went into Age UK and saw this laptop. So the first item we're going to show you is a VTech My Laptop, which we got for £1.95.
This thing is absolutely incredible,
It
guys.
is, and it works.
Now, I won't turn on the sound because they just make any parents will know.
Now we don't want to wake it up.
But yeah, it works fine. Honestly, it's got a nice little mouse here which you can click. Got all of your keys that you need. It's not quite QWERTY keyboard, but it will have to do. And it's got buttons, it's got music,
all of the functionalities
screen
of one that it's been sold in August for £22.
This was £22.
£22.
Money well spent, no doubt. But for us thrifters who want to spend some of that money on other things, yeah, £1.95. Any takers? So I think that Abby will be really, really chuffed, especially when she throws this across the room.
Gosh, no.
She's gonna love it.
So our next item is the Robo Chameleon with a remote.
Yeah,
and some food as well.
Yeah, so this little guy is probably my favorite because it's just absolutely adorable. How can you not love this little guy? I don't know if the camera
Naomi
can
kept
pick it
saying
up.
she wanted a pet chameleon. At the moment, we don't have the space for pets, so this was the next best thing.
So it comes with a little remote control and some little things for it to eat. It actually has a tongue that can actually explode from its mouth.
Is this your gift, Pedro?
Well, I might have to keep it, but the best thing of all is that it's remote controlled and it changes colour.
It changes lights, isn't it?
I'm tempted to turn it on, but I don't want to wake him up. In fact, she's probably listening in right now. But yeah, honestly, it's really, really nice. And again, how much is this brand new?
So this one is £44.47 from onbuy.com. And I think you could get it on Amazon as well.
Yeah, now I know the prices will vary depending on sales on websites, but I mean, £44 for this little thing. Again, it's gonna get smashed in T-minus.
No.
No, it's not. They're gonna play with it lovingly because we spent loads of money on these. So this little guy here was actually bought as part of a bundle. Now this is what I'm talking about with, you know, going on places like Facebook Marketplace where we got this from. Someone was actually selling this for £10, but there were also another 3 items in the bundle. Now I only wanted to buy maybe 1 or 2 of those items, but when I got there, really lovely couple. So we managed to get all 4 of the items. When we got there, they were selling them all together for around £50 or £60. And when I got there, the lady had them all written up with little notes of how much each cost. I sort of introduced myself, nice and friendly. Then they sort of went, you can have all of them for £30. The 2 items which I was going to buy did total £30.
Wow.
Which you'll see the next item in a moment. So it goes with a deal like that, I think I'll take all of them. So absolutely amazing. If I were to break it down, £7.50 for this is an absolute steal. So which item's next, Saf?
So the next item is the Bontempi CD player with microphone. Wow, yeah, this is it.
Now this is a beast. I mean, you know, talk about boombox. I mean,
a CD player. Naomi loves singing and music. Oh my gosh, it's like having the car in her room now.
I know. Oh gosh, it's gonna
and
be
this
great.
is on Amazon for £41.18.
Comes with microphones as well too. So Abby and her can have a little jamming session, which is really nice.
Amazing.
It's actually really well built for
And this one
kids'
came
toy.
with batteries as well, didn't it?
Came with batteries, and also, well, like I said, this came as part of that bundle I was telling you about, and they even chucked in 2 CDs, 2 sing-along CDs, guys. What more could you ask for? So again, this £7.50 if we were dividing all 4 items. Well, it technically is even more than 4 because we've got the CDs as well. Lovely little CD player, and I'm sure Naomi is gonna
love it.
She's gonna absolutely love it. So yeah, really good deal.
So our next item is a pink flower chandelier, but we actually have a butterfly chandelier, but the closest price I could find was one that was a pink flower. And on Amazon, something like this is going for £9.99.
I mean, now if it doesn't work as a chandelier, you know,
like Vogue fashion.
new hairstyle.
This is bringing out the best in you, kid.
This is brilliant. Listen, do you know how much money we're saving here?
Yeah, and we actually needed like a lampshade or chandelier. For
Really,
her room.
it's just a glorified lampshade for the pendant, but it's really, really nice. It's a lot of pink, which is why
You
she's
can't have
gonna
enough
love it.
pink, especially when you have girls.
Absolutely, and I mean, like I said, it's creative, it's different. It's something she's really going to enjoy, no doubt.
So our next item, which is our 5th item, is a Paw Patrol lookalike, and it's basically cards that we can play, like this matching game that Naomi had a Peppa Pig one a couple of years ago, and I found this in the charity shop for 50p. And it's going on the Entertainer. Well, sold out currently, but it was on the Entertainer for £8.
Now, honestly, I mean, this is typical, like, you know, grandma would get you one of these for Christmas and you get all excited and giddy. I mean, how many times are you really going to match?
Well, Naomi has matched the Peppa Pig quite a few times.
Okay.
And she's taken it to other people's houses to play.
Well, if you got somebody who's really matchy-matchy.
Oh, she loves card games and board games.
But I mean, you know, this was going to end up in a landfill because normally it's card, you just throw it out or recycle or whatever. But somebody else can actually get this and use it. And it's absolutely fantastic. And rather than paying £8 for it, how much was it?
It was 50p.
50 pence. I mean, that's nothing. Okay, so what have we got next? Because I know that there must be a couple more.
Well, this one is a big one.
Oh yes.
It's a VTech Playtime bus with phonics.
Look at it in all of its glory, guys. Look at that.
Lots of noise.
Now, honestly.
No, it's phonics, so it's learning.
Yeah, lots of learning noise.
Kenra's gonna hide the batteries, I bet.
I mean, after Christmas, after about a day, I'm pretty sure the battery's going to be dead anyway. And it's going to take me about a month to go to the shop and get new ones. But Abigail is going to go bananas for this.
It's nice.
You know, when we're driving in the car now,
Oh yes.
And she sees a bus. Bus! 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 Daddy! Bus! I'm like, yes, Abigail. And then she sees another bus, and for the entire journey she calls out all the buses. So now she's got a very own with
bus.
alphabets and numbers and lots of singing. This is really nice actually, and it's quite,
it is. So
quite sturdy.
Yeah, no, I went to the charity shop to look for like a little play phone, and there I saw a bus for 95p.
95p?
95 pence.
Wow.
And it's selling in Argos for £20.
If you don't believe us, 95 pence. Wow. And I mean, it's pretty strong. Well, it survived whoever had this before.
It's really new.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like I said, all we had to then do is just put some batteries in and we're good to go. It's going to be a very eventful Christmas.
Now our last gift is the VTech Kiddie Superstar microphone. Now that one is a mouthful. And I've been raving on about this since last year. Do you remember last year, Christmas?
Oh yeah, when we almost fell out over this, which I didn't want to buy it brand new.
Because it was £70 then.
£70?
Now you can get it in Argos for £50, but we got it for less than £7.50.
Now, honestly, I remember this last year that I couldn't justify buying my 5-year-old a microphone stand sing-along thingy for £70. I mean, I do love her, don't get me wrong, but I'm just way too cheap to do that. Let me just put that out there from now. And so I was close.
No, you value money. You value.
Yes, I value money and the effort which it takes to earn the money. So therefore, I didn't think it would be a good example to impart such wisdom on my 5-year-old. So anyway, we didn't get it. So this time round, when we saw that we could actually get it on Facebook Marketplace for anywhere from £10 to sort of £20, I thought that was a more sensible option. And the couple that was selling this bundle of toys, they were selling this item for £20, and it was in immaculate order, which is why it was at the higher end. And we were willing to spend that £20. But when we got there, obviously they sort of just gave us everything. They would just get rid of it. So I was like, sure, I'll take it for £7.50 instead. And yeah, so this is what it looks like.
I might have to insert a picture.
Yeah, so we're probably okay. So as you can see, it's way too big to even fit in the scene.
I think it's for me though, because I do love a singing.
Yeah.
A karaoke.
So it's really cool. It's really neat, but it's really plasticky and it's arguably not worth £70. But hey ho, it's really nice. Put some new batteries in it. The stand is fine.
And it's got like built-in songs, like karaoke songs. You can voice record. It has like a disco light. Yes,
yeah, it's full on.
This is mine.
Yeah, this little bit here detaches, so you actually don't even need the stand.
I see.
And the stand is so cheap. This is what you're really paying for, really. Yeah, so when we're having our little karaoke, which I'm sure we will.
Yeah, definitely.
Should we try turning it on? Do you think it'll make noise?
Yes, it will.
Let's not do that.
They all work. The only thing though, we didn't know if they were functioning before we purchased them. So would you suggest bringing some batteries around, or just faith?
I mean, what I tend to do is when you go and pick up stuff like this, you ask them if it's working before you go, if there's any faults. And if they're honest, they will tell you that, oh, something's broken, or there'll be pictures, or they say sometimes X, Y, Z may happen. And most cases, 9 times out of 10, I've never had any problem. How it's described is how it is. And if you turn up and you realise that the screen's smashed and they didn't mention it, that might be a warning sign. And at the very least, you would have wasted some petrol or a bit of time to get there. I try not to travel too far for anything. So always try and get it as local as possible. Never send money over to people expecting them to post items to you, because you might send your money one way but the item doesn't come the other way.
True.
So always try to stick to local collection where possible, unless you're using somewhere like eBay or Amazon to buy used items. But once you get there, sometimes you might ask them to switch it on for you to have a look, play around with it, depending on the price. Yesterday when the guy came to pick up the monitor, he goes, "How will I know that it's working?" So I quickly plugged it in and connected it to a set-top box, and of course there was picture and sound coming from it, so he was more than happy to pay. So at the end of the day, you're the customer.
Yeah.
The customer's always right, so they say. So take your time, don't feel pressured into buying something if you think it's not going to be working. And at the very least, if you do take it home and something goes wrong, get in touch with them, explain what's happened, and 9 times out of 10, again, they will be willing to take it back or give you some money off or whatever the case. But you've got to be in it to win it, as they say. And so far, it's all good. Now, will some of these toys malfunction maybe quicker than a brand new one? Perhaps, but like I said, yeah,
it's had some wear and tear before.
Absolutely, but in saying that, all the experience that I've had so far with buying secondhand stuff, they've last, they're still working. I haven't got anything that has broken or not been up to scratch. So definitely give it a go, I would say. Okay guys, just before we wrap up this video, I really hope that this video has been beneficial and helpful to you, because we certainly had a lot of fun making it. And we hope that by showing you guys how you can actually be quite thrifty, putting your pride aside and just realizing the real reason why we're gifting is just to bring happiness and joy to our children or your friends or loved ones. I hope that this video would have gone some ways to encourage you to do the same. Now, just before Sapphire shows you how much we've actually saved, which is, I just can't believe how much it really is. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel if you have been finding this information helpful, and we'll continue to share our experiences and to give you guys tips on how you can better your family through personal finance and other ways in which you can help your family to grow.
So, the moment you've all been waiting for. If we had bought all these items full price, it would have cost us £195.64. But we only spent £33.40. That made us a saving of £162.24.
Wow. £162. I hope that you guys will try this. If not this year, as I know Christmas is literally a few days away, maybe for a birthday, or you could thinking about next year, or whatever the occasion is. Think about buying something pre-owned, a loved item from somebody else. You can gift wrap it, package it nicely, and make someone's day by giving them a special gift.
As always, thank you for watching. This is Sapphire and Kenroy saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
On a big up on yourself.
See you when you see me.
Take care, guys.
Bye!